Nneka had always known that raising a child alone would not be easy. Since her husband's passing, she had taken it upon herself to provide the best life for her 9-year-old son, Destiny. Living in the heart of Enugu, where life bustled with energy, Nneka worked tirelessly at a textile factory, often pulling extra shifts to ensure that Destiny never lacked anything. But her job demanded long hours, especially on weekends, leaving her with no choice but to leave Destiny in the care of her elder sister, Aunty Amaka. To Nneka, Amaka was not just a sister, she was family, someone she could trust with her most precious treasure. Little did she know, the woman she trusted the most was about to betray her in the worst way possible. Aunty Amaka, though appearing kind and caring on the surface, had a different side that no one suspected. A side that would soon change Destiny's life forever. Destiny always loved visiting Aunty Amaka's house. It was a small but well-kept bungalow in a quiet neighborhood. At first, his weekends there were filled with joy, playing with his cousins, eating delicious meals, and listening to Aunty Amaka's stories. But as the weeks went by, something changed. Aunty Amaka started treating him differently. She would ask him to do things he didn't understand, things that made him feel uncomfortable. She would warn him not to tell his mother, saying it was their little secret. Destiny, innocent and afraid, obeyed, fearing that disobedience would mean trouble. The first time she made him do something he knew was wrong, he felt a deep sadness, but he convinced himself it would not happen again. But it did, over and over, each weekend, until Destiny found himself trapped in a cycle of silence and fear. As the weeks passed, Destiny became withdrawn. He no longer laughed as freely, nor did he enjoy the things he once loved. At school, his teacher, Madam Ifenanya, noticed the change. Destiny's once bright and curious eyes were now dull and filled with sadness. One afternoon, after class, she called him aside. "Destiny, is everything alright? You seem different lately." His lips trembled, but he shook his head. He had been warned by Aunty Amaka not to tell anyone. But deep inside, he wanted to scream for help. At home, Nneka also noticed the shift in her son's behavior. He avoided eye contact, refused to eat as much, and often woke up from nightmares. Concerned, she asked him repeatedly what was wrong, but he remained silent, fearing the consequences of revealing the truth. One day, Aunty Amaka went too far. Destiny knew he couldn't take it anymore. That night, after returning home, he sat quietly at the dinner table, his hands trembling as he picked at his food. His mother noticed and reached out to touch his hand. "Destiny, whatever it is, you can tell me I'm your mother," she said gently. Tears welled up in his eyes, but he remained silent. He wanted to speak, but the fear held him back. That night, as he lay in bed, he made a decision. If he couldn't tell his mother, he would tell someone he trusted. The next morning at school, he approached Madam Ifenanya. He took a deep breath, his heart pounding. "Aunty Amaka, she does bad things to me," he whispered. Madam Ifenanya's face turned pale. She crouched to his level, holding his hand. "Thank you for telling me, Destiny. You are very brave. We will make sure this stops." Madam Ifenanya wasted no time. She reported Destiny's confession to the school authorities, who in turn contacted Child Protection Services. When Nneka received the call, she was in shock. She rushed to the school, her heart hammering in her chest. Seeing her son's strict face, she felt a mixture of pain and fury. "Why didn't you tell me, my son?" she asked, embracing him tightly. "I was scared, Mama," Destiny sobbed. She said I shouldn't tell. But now, the truth was out. The authorities acted swiftly. Aunty Amaka was confronted, and despite her denials, Destiny's testimony and other evidence led to her arrest. With Aunty Amaka taken into custody, Destiny finally felt a weight lift off his chest. But healing would take time. Nneka, devastated by her sister's betrayal, vowed to stand by her son's side. She enrolled him in counseling, where he slowly began to regain his confidence. Madam Ifeanyi checked on him regularly, ensuring he felt safe at school. And for the first time in a long while, Destiny started smiling again. Justice had been served, but the scars remained. However, with his mother's love and support, Destiny learned that he was not alone. He had spoken up, and in doing so, he had reclaimed his life. Advice and encouragement. This story serves as a crucial reminder of the importance of open communication between parents and children. Children should always feel safe to share their fears, and adults must create an environment where they can speak without fear. If something feels wrong, speak up. There will always be someone willing to help. If you enjoyed this story and found it insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Your engagement helps us create more impactful stories that educate, inspire, and bring awareness to important issues. Subscribe to the channel for more powerful African tales that reflect our reality and teach valuable lessons. Thank you for being a part of our storytelling journey.